another day, another grind. This time, not from me, but Unlucky Spotify was active again. He is playing Vampire Counts against Tomb Kings, led by Sen-Fishy. And this is a duel of the cackling corpses, or yeah, the undead. So let's get into it. So for Unlucky Spotify, we have the Strigoi Ghoul King on a flying mount, and a lot of Chaff Grave. No, not really Chaff Graveguard here. Graveguard, and then Chaff Skeletons. Couple of Crypt Horrors, a Mortis engine also, so a lot of heal with it, and Crypt Horrors. On the other side, a very, very broad Tomb Kings army led by Kathab. Then we have the Sphinx of Usep. That is pretty much really good against all those infantry plus fire damage. We have Skeleton Horsemen. We have Sepulchral Stalkers. Horsemen once again. Couple of Horsemen once again. A lot of Snake people and Horsemen. There is no archery here. Yeah, so let's fast forward when the teams are taking place. And the Strigoi Ghoul King already moving in, trying to probably... Oh, there are the Eyes of the Desert shooting into the Strigoi Lord. And the other units are also here. Okay, so my pardon. They are, of course, ranged here. And he is trying to soak up the damage. I have to say, the damage was kind of tough, but he healed himself up here with Invocation of Nethak. Horsemen crunching into the Crypt Horrors and the Chaff units here. We have a nice breath attack from the back. Basically, I learned from the side, so Unlucky Spotify next time. Do it from the side. But Kathab is doing his magic way better. Just crunching through or yeah, magically doing it through the backside and hitting a lot of skeleton spearmen. But they are cannon fodder, so that's not so bad. Another cast going down here. What do we have? I can't even see the effect it has. Here. Incantation of Vengeance. So the speed is down and damage. But those Graveguards here, yep, they take them into Pound Town here. So that is a good engagement. 3 units just nibbling through, but they don't stand a chance. And the Mortis engine heals up, getting now focused down by the Necro Sphinx. So I don't know if that is what you want to have, Mr. Strigoi King here. Strigoi Lord should go for the Sepulchral Stalkers, I would say here. But he is, I think, trying to save his units. The Crypt Horrors going now for the Necro Sphinx because they can and they are good against it. So Spirit Leech activated on the Necro Sphinx, and now the Necro Sphinx will be surrounded here. Oh, the Mortis engine is going down, so now healing is offline, or basically offline for the Vampire Counts here. They really have a hard time, so the Graveguards here, they're good. They defeat everything in the Tomb King roster, but I don't know if that will be enough. The Wait King is now also moving into the Necro Sphinx, and the Necro Sphinx is getting focused down, but so do Strigoi Ghoul King. And yeah, even Kathab wants to have a little bit of a pounding here with his staff. And I think that the Necro Sphinx will go down soon. Yes, it is crumbling now, but also the Strigoi Ghoul King, he has to heal up. He has to go away. Pretty good management here by Unlucky Spotify. And Unlucky Spotify has now the a little bit of a advantage. The only problem is that the Tomb Kings have ranged units, and he doesn't have anything to compete with that. So Strigoi Ghoul King, unfortunately, crumbling and running off. We have now Cathap in the midst with the White King and the Grave Guards plus the Crypt Towers. They are not trying to run after him because that is a lost cause. Skeleton Spearmen fighting this Skeleton Spearmen, the advanced version. The peasants against the royal army here, kind of. And both are yeah. So Crypt Horrors, basically the good thing about Crypt Horrors is if you can pull them away and then regenerate, right? That is basically a good thing to try to do. Otherwise, yeah, he is just running after all those stalkers. Now a big cast is going down. Some cackling skulls here from the earth doing damage to the Graveguard, but they don't care. They have one goal, one mindless goal: get the stalkers. The Strigoi Ghoul King is coming back, but he is crumbling and down. Unfortunately, we could see that here and now. I guess that the leadership is going really be a struggle. Yeah, another unit crumbling here. And I guess that Vampire Count's having a problem. So let's fast forward here, because maybe when you get Cathap, nope. And there it is. So it was kind of close, I would say, but in the end, Tomb Kings had more tools to deal with what was left. So let's get into the very important value. Yes, the Sphinx for sure had value against those undead, plus the stalkers here. Yeah, they could freely shoot how much they want. Really good stuff. Cathap was okay-ish, nothing crazy. For the Strigoi Lord, I probably would have gone for the shooters, not the normal chaff units. What was there? Or horsemen? I don't know. The White King also, maybe bring him on a horse, but in general, Graveguard was a good choice. So they could really chew through, and Crypt Horrors also, but they never had a possibility to regenerate. Plus the Mortis engine, that was a blunder. I think when the Mortis engine survives, you can heal up and then go for the stalkers. Wait until their shots are done. So let's check another one. So we are here on Toothgrass Hill, both the players, same ones. Now Unlucky Spotify is on Slaanesh and is playing once again against Sen-Fishy on Grand Cathay, and let's see how that match went. So we are here. We have Exalted Keeper of Secrets on the Shadow Affinity. A lot of Fiends of Slaanesh here. Another Fiends unit. And then Devoted Marauders. And over there, a little bit of Hellstrider units. Sneakily Chaos Furies here in the woods, or on top of the woods. And on these sides, even couple more Hellstriders. So a lot of Hellstriders, and we have the Feared Box. We have Yanbao in the middle. Then we have Jade Warriors with Hellbirds. We have Peasant Long Spearmen. We have the Iron Hell Gunners. I don't know if you want to keep them like this, right? Then we have the War Drum, and then Jade Lancers here. So Jade Lancers have to move across this line, and we have even the Longma Riders, but the RR version. Yep, so let's fast forward here. They trying to get the points. Slanesh is a very mobile faction, so they are moving in here. They don't have shooting, but when they get the high point, it's basically a good thing against those Iron Hellgunners. And here we are. The box is already crumbling. But yeah, what do you do? I mean, you have the Longma Riders. They're coming in. And then you're running off the hill with a little bit of a charge bonus, I guess. I'm curious how the Iron Hellgunners will prevail. Because you can now come from the sides, as you can see. And I think that Sen-Fishy is a little bit struggling here with the formation. The Pit of Shades is going down onto the Jade Lancers here. Pretty nice stuff. We have a good cast here, and now the Keeper of Secrets with the shield and her chest unfolding. Other than that, I don't know. Yes, you have a lot of Hellstriders, so you shouldn't punch into the Jade Warriors here. Yambao will get rid of those units for sure, so he is not afraid. But Iron Hellgunners in the melee, that is not good. Plus the other Iron Hellgunners, no, they're just already running. So Unlucky Spotify, really nice, could punch through. Now Furies, both Fury units going for the Longma Riders here. And what is going down? What witchcraft do we have? We have Melkos casted. And I think, what do we... Yep, the other Hellstriders are already here in the battle. So it's a massacre. I would say it's a very quick and nice massacre. It's not easy to play a box, in my opinion, and I wouldn't do that. So we have a cast going down here on the Iron Hellgunners, but they're in melee. They are just not usable anymore, and it looks very chaotic here. So the devoted Marauders, they really punch through and nibble through those front lines here. The Fiends of Slanesh going for the War Drum now. The War Drum probably not very well defended, and there is not much to do. I mean, yes, you can net those. Is it a net? Yeah. The net was down, but to be honest, the Jade Lancers don't have a chance. And I would assume you have to now turn with those halberds over here, go for the Keeper of Secrets, and then maybe you have a chance. I mean, yes, now finally Iron Hellgunners can shoot in. There is a little bit of Melkos going down once again, but those Fiends of Slanesh, they're really sturdy here, even getting shot by. And now we have a damage resistance buff on the Iron Hellgunners, because this is the unit that you need, but they're getting surrounded by everything. A nice charge by the Jade Lancers here to kind of soften up all those units here. And yeah, the box is online once again. We have the box saved a little bit. So the War Drum is beating, and but the heart's getting a little bit weak here, I would assume. I think Yuan Bao has to change. He has to go into dragon mode and rip apart a couple of those Slanesh units here. Yes, you have the box. You're still having the buffs that you need. Yeah. Leadership buff. We have a defensive stance buff. We have a dragon disdain buff. So there are a lot of buffs here, but you need to do something. Yan Bao has to show his fighting prowess in his true form, in his final form, because those fiends, they will feast here. They will feast on everything else that is left. Points is not even taken, so it doesn't even matter. It's really all about Slanesh cavalry trying to do as much damage as you can. And well, the exalted Keeper of Secrets, he is unscathed. I mean, he lost a little bit of HP, but that is nothing. And his feasting on fear is getting up and up. So he is getting healed up constantly. Really cool stuff. Oh, I mean, I think I understand what that is. I have to check. Yeah, so he always gets a little bit of healing. That is a nice tech. When you don't get focused with this unit and it fights and fights, not bad. But it looks like Yambao can't really save his people and everything is running, and there it is. So yeah, two interesting quick matches. Unlucky Spotify was away for a little bit, but the Exalted Keeper of Secrets really good in the melee. Then value-wise, yep, here the Fiends could do a little bit of damage, but overall it was a very crushing attack. What did well here? I mean, you need to go into dragon form on some point, or don't you? I don't know, but I mean, yeah, and the box was not really good with the Jade Lancers in the middle. You have to have them somewhere else, I would assume, right? Like, protect your flanks with them. The Llama Riders were a little bit, yeah, surrounded by the Harpies. And then, unfortunately, yeah, Iron Hell Gunners, they got stomped. And that's why the W goes to Unlucky Spotify and Slanesh. But for now, I'm gonna fetch myself a green tea.